Here we have a Honda FRV. It's a 2007 model with roughly 66,000 miles on the clock and fitted with the 1.8 petrol engine. So as part of the service on this Honda I'm doing today, I'll be changing the spark plugs, which do look relatively easy to get at. 1, 2, 3 and 4. I'm going to start here with number 1 plug. Just going to remove this ignition coil. So what you've got to do is press down that tab there, just slide the plug off. And we've got a 10mm nut there holding it in position. Hopefully that will just pull out now. Yep. That's it. Next we'll have a go at removing that spark plug, which is, as you can see, quite a way down in there. So it's just a regular 5/8 size spark plug socket. There we go. That looks fairly normal, not too black, not too brown, it's just about right. I've got the new plug here next to the old plug. It's worth checking to make sure it is the same length, and also make sure you've got a gap there at the end. You can look up the gap online, and if you've got some feeler blades, double check it. But as a rule, they generally come out of the box pre-gapped. Never normally an issue unless they've been dropped and squashed or something like that. Cost wise, these aren't the cheapest. I'm just going to put a little bit of copper grease on here just to help it wind in easier and smoother, and hopefully not seize in the future. Platinum tipped, they're not the cheapest spark plugs. Generally I'd say around £15 each. But as long as you take your registration number to your parts outlet, motor factor, whoever you use, they should be able to recommend a suitable plug for your engine. Right, that's wound in now. Just nip it up. The washer on there crushes down and makes a good seal. So that's it, that's back in. Let's get this coil back in place. Obviously I'm doing one at a time here, so everything's going back in the same place. I prefer to put, I mean, it shouldn't really matter which cylinder you put these coils on, but as a rule I tend to put them back where they came from, back in the same cylinder, and then just push that on, that clicks on. I'm going to go ahead and do exactly the same with the other 3. That's all 4 spark plugs changed now, all the coils are back in. So I'm just going to fire it up, make sure it ticks over okay. That sounds smooth, runs quite nice. All that's left to do now, as I do with most of my jobs, is just give this a run round the block. Make sure you give it full throttle, full acceleration, because if there's a problem, one of the plugs will probably give way then and, you know, create a little misfire. But I've not had that happen before with new spark plugs. It's just something worth trying while you're driving. Well, thanks for watching. Hopefully the video's been of some help for you. And if it has, please consider hitting like and subscribe. It will help our channel out no end. Cheers.